What do you call a pirate with 2 arms, 2 legs, and 2 eyes? Rookie. Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of Xerath Prevails. Today we're going to talk about what to farm next. It's been a month, and honestly, I think we might get some kind of update on the new raid sometime soon this week. I don't know. That's what I heard. I don't know if that's true, but I hope we do. I don't think it's going to change that much on what to farm though, and we need to update this video. So let's do that. Couple things first. Huge shout out to my patrons as usual. You guys are amazing. Thank you guys so much for your support, guys. I really support you. No, you really support me, and I really appreciate you. And folks, if you want to support the channel for free, all you gotta do is hit that thumbs up button, like, subscribe, comment. Let's mount the algorithm. And then a new way to mount the algorithm has surfaced, folks. If you want to get your roster reviewed or possibly roasted, add me on Discord, add me as a friend, and then tell me what your ally code is for your account. Do you want a review or a roast? What are your priorities on the account? And do you want it to be part of a video that everyone can see, or do you want it to be a private video that no one can see, or you can just show it to your friends, whatever? This is going to be a tricky summer for me, and so we're doing this at least for the summer, and if we could schedule one per day, that would be great. I would be thrilled to rip your poor roster decisions apart. So let's jump into this, shall we, folks? Let's get into the madness. So what's the goal of this? We want to get as much stuff as we can. Of course, it's a roster building, a character collecting game, but at a bigger level, it's actually more of a resource management game, and so we want to get as much stuff as we can, right? And we want to stay relevant. Just because we're getting lots of stuff doesn't mean we're getting relevant stuff, and we want to be efficient, but gosh, I mean, I just don't think efficiency is the name of the game anymore, at least as far as farming characters go. I think we need to get over the efficiency mindset. I mean, I've said that for a while, but it's more true now than ever. So that's what this video, I put it out every month-ish. If there's no changes to the game, or there's no reason to update it, I don't put it out. But this is there's a lot that they added since last time, actually, even though it doesn't feel like it sometimes. That we haven't. There's been a lot of news since the last time I updated it. Fleet Arena is very important, folks. That's where you get the majority of your crystals. So the most important game modes are the raid, because you get a ton of stuff to get you more stuff. You get all the currency that buys you the really basic important gear that everyone needs it, except for maybe endgame people, but who cares about them? And then Fleet Arena gets you your crystals, and eventually, I mean, GAC just kind of takes care of itself, right? Like if you're overperforming in GAC, you're going to get a little bigger of a payday, but not as much as if you're overperforming in Fleet Arena. And then everything else is kind of similarly valued, obviously different. So Fleet Arena, I thought this was interesting. The last time Fleets got an update, and I'm not counting like bug fixes or whatever. I'm talking about like the last time they changed a key mechanic, or they added a new ship. It's been like 8 months, folks. 237 days since the recording of this video. This is in October sometime that Punishing One came out. We still complain about it because it's annoying. But this hasn't changed since last time. Executor remains the top dog out of all of the ones that you should be farming and working on. Profundity is also important because there's a lot of characters that you need for it as well, and it has a lot of good overlap with your other your other farms, your Galactic Legend farms, etc. And then Leviathan is the best fleet, probably, but it's also the most unapproachable for new players. So I wouldn't recommend you working on the Leviathan until way later, unless you have some plan to get the conquest characters that are required for it. But there's not much to talk about here. Fleets, they just, I don't know, like, no one wants them to remake fleets, do they? I don't think so. Like, redo fleet, but like, that would be a huge pain to have to learn all this stuff. They already did that once. They did a Fleets 2.0 a long time ago, and it was annoying. You had to learn all the new things. The TIE Reaper was, like, really good until they nerfed it in Fleets 2.0, for instance. So on the other hand, I don't know how you balance fleet to make it, like, just less crazy. It's so impactful on the game, and they don't update it, and it's a frustrating game mode. It's a frustrating game mode, and it doesn't get any love, but it's also, like, so important. I don't know what to do with it. You can't really scrap it. I don't know, guys. So the current raid and the prep for the new raid. The current raid is obviously, it's still the Naboo raid, and that is gonna end pretty soon. It's actually, the Naboo raid has been here for almost a full year. As of making this right now, I'm recording this on the 9th of June. The Naboo raid came out on July 5th. So, like, in less than a month from right now, the Naboo raid will be a full year old. And honestly, I have no issues with the current Naboo raid, but of course we want to prep for the new raid, because the second we have the new raid, the Naboo raid stops being relevant at all. It's just a bittersweet memory. And so the new raid, Order 66, they say that it'll be out in June. June at the earliest, which proves to be true. They weren't lying about that. None of us really thought they were lying about that. But that means it's going to be either this month or possibly next month. I would be very surprised if they waited until August, because all of these new raid characters are going to have the highest value to them, because people are going to be pressured into spending money to get the new raid characters. As soon as Mace is released, which is probably, will get his kit soon. I don't know if it'll be this coming week or the week after, but by the time I make the next video, we'll have Mace in the game, I think. So less than a month for Mace, and so it's time to stop. If you haven't, guys, if you've been working on Naboo raid characters, I would just recommend stopping that, at least if it's for the raid. I've said it for months now, just stop doing it. So, what teams can we expect? We mostly know this. Last time I put out this video a month ago, I thought maybe it'd be like, we have some Mandalorians involved or something like that, because they were kind of part of the Clone Wars and stuff. But instead, we have pirates. We have 2 teams of pirates coming in to the game, and I'm gonna break the dates down in just a minute. But we also have clones with Tarkin. We have the new batch and the Vanguardians of the Galaxy. They're gonna be so great. They might actually be really good. But those are the 5 teams we know about. We will probably end up having a couple teams that are just kind of unexpected, kind of like the Luminara lead team with Kit Fisto in it in the current Naboo raid. That was totally unexpected, but it's been a really important team. So, well, I would expect at least one more team besides this, but these are like the obvious ones. These are the ones that are like almost for sure going to be in the next raid. So what do we know about the time frames for all of this? The pirates are going to be arriving fashionably late, which I guess if you watch Pirates of the Caribbean, they are somewhat fashionable. But we're going to get 2 full pirate squads. So I broke this down in a different video, and I really don't want to go over all of it again. So just assume for this, folks, if you're going to farm strenuously, as in you're going to farm these characters at least 15 attempts per day, So the new raid, we're just guessing it's going to be June 24th. Who frickin' knows though, guys? And so Bad Batch, you could be done farming Bad Batch by sometime in July. I'll actually be done earlier because I've been doing 20 attempts on hard nodes, sometimes even more. It's been reckless of me. But Bad Batch, you could be finished farming them by approximately July 15th. The Tarkin clones, like by the time we're done with Scorch, we'll have him on September 15th ish, and then the Windu Jedi. Of course, we're gonna have the unlock for Mace Windu coming in June, and then the second unlock is going to be in September. If they follow the cadence of every 3 months, so we'll get Windu. Like we'll be able to use the Guardians of the temple sometime in September. So really the raid for most people, for people who aren't spending but are very very consistent in their farming, will the raid will kind of just begin for them in September, because you get the Tarkin clones finished, we get the Windu Jedi finished, and that'll, we'll have a good time then. And then of course that's only 3 teams though, and then we have our 2 other teams who are fashionably arriving, and I've just broken down what days the new pirates will be unlocked, and we don't know what they are. Pirate number 1, pirate number 2, who knows? Who even cares what? I care a little on which characters we get, which pirates, but I don't care that much. Like, are there really like 7 pirates we all care about a whole lot that should be added? Probably. I mean, whatever. So. But it looks like if you don't spend money, we're not gonna get the legendary pirate unlock till December. So we won't be able to really participate in that raid like too early. Like it'll just take a while. I mean, it's June right now, and December is a long ways off. It's half a year off. So I mean, Bad Batch is your best bet right now, folks, to work on. Okay, Bad Batch is your best bet, because you'll be able to participate in the raid and contribute early on. They're all farmable, and it's a very good squad. It kills a lot of stuff. Very worthwhile getting that team right now. What are we doing with Rise of the Empire? Nothing. I guess just use your 9 Galactic Legends, guys, and work on the Cal team, and just work on all the things that you've been working on, and there's been no changes. Let's move on. The assault battles. I will say this. I was surprised I just kind of forgot. My main account has Relic 8 on all the zombie bros, and obviously 8 is not, and a 7 is enough, but my alt just recently completed this up to Relic 7, and it's a nice amount of gear. Like my main just kind of just clicks through and whatever. My alt is actually going to use a lot of the stuff. It's very relevant gear. Getting them to Relic 7, and you use the squad, guys, a lot. The new the Great Mothers team actually happens to be great, and you want the Peridia and Night Trooper to go on that team. And then Enoch is relevant on other teams. He's less relevant, honestly, but and then the Queen Amidala team is great. It kills so much stuff. It's very, very strong in the meta right now. So these characters are very relevant, and you get amazing rewards. You get them every month because they're the most recent, so CG lets them run every month. I just don't see much excuse for not working on both of these teams, honestly, guys. A lot to gain from that. The Arab, I'm probably going to delete this slide after this next one. It's mostly just sometimes you get some shards, and usually you just get shafted, or you feel like you do, because your guildmates are just getting amazing drops, and you're just getting like a couple shards. Oh, but I don't want to get rid of this all the way. We want to see what we really do need to see is it worthwhile to get your guys to 5 stars initially? Like, is it worth the crystal expenditure to get your guys to 5 stars, and then you get more drops on these era battles? I don't really know. I kind of don't think so. but maybe we'll have to look at that, see what the value is. So stay tuned for that. Ahsoka and Balin. I mean, I've been over this a lot, and it's just whining. But I think people, enough new people watch this video that people need to know. I mean, Ahsoka's value just keeps dropping to me. Like, she's great in PvE. She does a lot of cool stuff. Like, she's very strong, right? She's really strong. And then you put her on defense in GAC, and honestly, no matter which version you put her with, unless she has a specific datacron to buff her a ton, she just gets deleted by teams like Great Mothers, or even like the Finn Zori team that's been around forever. Like, any turn meter train team that has some really credible way of surviving a couple hits and then just like deletes her team. It's gross, and she's very expensive. She's not required for any current events whatsoever. Like, no reason to work on her instead of like Leia is so much more important, or Jabba, because you actually get events that go with these characters, and they're actually relevant to other things other than just they're good. So the Balin squad is a little different. Balin is actually holding pretty well on defense. He does a lot of cool stuff. He has mechanics to contest and fight against a lot of the newer mechanics that have been released and created lately. So that team is good, and it's a little bit cheaper. And then you're also getting Great Mothers, which are in turn deleting Ahsoka and probably Lord Vader once the Apocron is gone. And so I mean, Balin suffers from the same thing as Ahsoka. He's just not so unreasonably priced as Ahsoka is. Ahsoka is it's a depressing amount of resources for Ahsoka, and Balin is way less depressing, and you get a couple really good squads for it. So go do what you want, but we're not getting a raid for that team anymore. It's very sad. The focus datacrons, so they just they have been impactful. You didn't absolutely need them for the first set. The second set, it's like if you have the 2 galactic legends that are associated with the 2 best focus datacrons, you kind of just need them. And that's the Hoda one and the Pointed Teeth Ray one. Just to be real clear, you need them for Jedi Master Luke and Supreme Leader Kylo. And otherwise, if you can, I mean, I think my alt is able to, if I'm pretty frugal with what I'm spending, probably like my alt is going to be able to get 2 and all the Omicrons. The Omicrons are the priority in the era currency, episode currency, whatever it's called. You want to spend it on Omicrons first, and then you want to spend it on focus datacrons, and it's worth it, man. It is really good. Or if you buy the annual or the monthly pass, you just get all 4 of them real easy. Like, it's a no-brainer for them. Lord Vader, he's shown a few cracks lately. Like, there's a few weaknesses of his, but of course we still have datacrons and stuff to make him really good, so we don't really know. And he's really expensive, guys, because once you get Lord Vader, you also have to farm 4 new marquees that none of them are farmable right now. But if you want to start working on Lord Vader, he's one of the most expensive galactic legends ever. And then once you get him, you have to also farm his team to go with him, and it's expensive, and it does seem like he's going to be very strong with his new clones. I mean, he already is. It looks really good. It still gets beat by Great Mothers potentially. So how to prioritize? I mean, the new Bad Batch are really good. Go work on Great Mothers. I don't think that's on the list, but they're really good. The new Clones and Jedi Vanguard are going to be good because the marquees are helping you unlock Mace Window, and you get 2 new raid squads. So once they're available to farm, which they're not right now, then you go work on them. Lord Vader's looking good, but he's really expensive, so maybe just pump the brakes on that. Balin and Ahsoka, I mean, Balin is actually kind of the priority right now, which is really just sad to say. And of course the pirates, work on Sana, I guess. Work on Hondo's a great one to work on. Nest, who knows if Nest is actually going to be on a team? No one knows. So I have a few other guides linked here, guys, in the video description if you want to check them out. And I need to update the off-meta reports that they're kind of out of date at this point. But one way or another, let me know what your thoughts are on the new farming. guys, I'm going to let you go. Thank you all so much for watching, and remember that in all things, Zareth prevails. Go get a roster review, guys. Hit me up. Take care, folks. Goodbye.